All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get up here. We gonna have a little conversation. How y'all doing tonight? Well, this evening. Hey, Missy. Hey, Ellie. Two Ellies. Hey, Vita. What's going on, y'all? How everybody doing tonight? Or this evening? I was sitting here, y'all. Y'all showed out on this last review. I was like, oh, we gotta come up here and talk tonight, okay? For a little bit because I didn't come back that night. So I was like, let's get up here and just let's just do it. Okay. Let's just have this conversation. I'm still gonna do a video responding to all the comments. Y'all funny in them comments. I'm just letting y'all know. Oh, the Titans. Hey Pamela. Hey Brianna. What's going on, y'all? Is it the Titans good? Y'all, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what other show I want to do with Married at First Sight and um Bella Collective. I don't know if I want to do one more. Yeah, I know I'm still trying to get used to this. Hey, Tamika. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Whew, yeah, I'm in my bed tonight. Okay, I was gonna go in the living room, but then I was like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it, so I'm in my bed tonight. Okay, so this like pillow talk. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Or HBO Max. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check it out. I literally been just relaxing all day. Well, thank you. You see, I don't have no eyebrows on. No eyebrows. I was like, let me put on a little bit of lipstick, something. And so I was thinking about Love and Marriage Huntville. I honestly was thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't know if that's taking on too much, y'all, because y'all know I work 44 hours a week. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be consistent with everything if I put too many shows on my belt. But I'm really thinking about it because like we growing over here, so we gotta keep the content coming, the conversations happening. So I'm thinking about it. We're gonna watch the first episode because I've never watched it. I never watched it. I've seen other people review it. My mother keep telling me I need to go watch it. So at this point, I feel like it's a sign. I need to just go and do it. Do you guys watch it? Is it good? Is it something I should review? Missy, you funny. Oh, it takes one to know one. Well, thank you. So I wanted to get up here and discuss, some of this Ready to Love. We going to put a ring on it tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to review it. Hey, Pamela, I'm definitely going to review it and see how that go. I'm going to just start inviting you guys up here and let y'all basically sound off, I guess, on what y'all want to say. Oh, girl, you work like I'm doing. In that case, you may not have time for Love Island. That's why when I was like I was like 3 times a week, 3 episodes. How? How? It's like the rest. That's why I was like, let me start with, hey Ellie, two Ellies. I said, let me start with Bella Collective because I feel like we all get a clean slate with that show. So we don't really know what's happening. We kind of just fall into the flow of what's happening. Any like Marriage Huntville, because I never watched it, I feel like it's a lot of backstories to these shows that you got to know about, like the friendships and connections and stuff like that. So I don't want to, get myself into something talking about something I don't know nothing about, and then y'all go in the comments and tear me apart and be like, Chloe, you don't know what you're talking about, and I don't need that type of negativity in my life. Okay. So yeah, I'm just, I'll look at it and see what's happening. Um, hey Cliff, what's going on? Um, okay, so what y'all want to talk about on this episode? Okay, I know, like the video family. Who we coming for you? No. I'm saying y'all will be coming for me, getting up there talking about something I don't know nothing about. Every time, these shows have a lot of back history. If you don't know the back history, you don't know nothing. You can't really give your opinion on situations when it's a whole lot of stuff that already happened in the past. So when it comes to like reality TV, especially because it's something I've never watched before, I try to be real careful with it. Ones that have seasons after seasons after seasons. So like when it comes to like Marriage Huntville, I did never watch any of the previous seasons. So I don't know why a certain person would feel some type of way about something and how I should feel about it, because I wasn't watching it to have a clear understanding and give y'all my point of view, that type of thing. So that's what I mean by like that. I'm gonna I'm gonna apologize the other night. I don't know who I was talking to. And I read your comment wrong. I can't remember, but I apologize to you. Because I thought you was coming for me in the comments, okay? And I kind of snapped just a little bit, so I'm gonna just apologize. I'm not sure who was in the chat at the time, but I apologize to you all. Adriana, want to talk about Adriana? Let's talk about Adriana, because Adriana, she won, y'all. She definitely won. She got the guy who everybody else wanted, because she had to make it clear all the time. It has a back history. I believe it has a back history. That's why I was like, I don't know if I should even touch that. Because, when people get invested in things, you can't just go up there and start, giving your opinion on stuff you don't know nothing about. Yes, Adriana. But she won. Okay? I'm going to say she won. She actually played the game and she won. Now, when it comes to Winter just lucked up because everybody else had basically eliminated themselves and was done. So Winter kind of just lucked up with Anthony at the end. But Adriana played the game to win and she won. Like I told y'all, I'm not mad that she picked Khalfani, because I knew she was going to pick Khalfani. I just wish she would have just let Rasheed go home. But then she let Rasheed go home? No, she just had to string Rasheed along. And I was so mad at him because, like, he could have just stood his ground and said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to pass on it. Follow your gut. Let me tell y'all, when you have that feeling, just follow it. Just follow it. No matter how doubt. I'm sure we all been in those situations where we like, dang, I knew it. I should have just went with my gut feeling. And it never fails us. So I wish he would have just went with his gut feeling, because he was on he was looking, he got heartbroken. He really liked that girl. But I did see a video with him and Simone. It was him, Simone, and Naya at a club or a party or a bar or whatever. And they looked like they was kind of like, being friends or whatever. Hey, MH. Do Adriana win because of her age, being the youngest lady? Because she was playing games. Okay, she had the advantage. She was still fresh at how to, woo a guy and keep his attention for the time being. You know how it go when you young. You still got it like this. It's still fresh on your head. You know how to play them games. But the thing with Rasheed is he's a grown man. Rasheed was like, I'm not about to be chasing you. Right? He was like, I'm not chasing. He court, right, Ellie? He said he court. I don't chase. So the simple fact that he actually went up there and changed his mind after he done been through so much, like he's seasoned. He already know what's going on. Hey, Roxy, long time no see. Hey, Tiffy. What's going on, y'all? Y'all showing up tonight? It's a Sunday night thing. Okay. But yeah, she won. I think she did have an advantage because she was younger. Um, and she still know how to play them games, and that's exactly what she did. She didn't get too serious. She didn't get too deep. She kept it fun, light, giggly. She made you like her. She didn't give you a reason not to like her, so she could just stick around and stay around. She was never in the bottom. She was never anybody's second choice. So she played the game the way she should have played the game. I mean, she was Khalfani's second choice at one point. But Adriana, what's her name? Denise kind of messed that up for herself. Why is all the players on all the social media? Girl, they be out here in these social media streets. Adriana may have one, but to me, Rasheed is the starter show. And that's the crazy thing because I didn't really I'm not gonna say I didn't like Rasheed, but as the season got, deeper into it, I just started to feel like I got to know him the most out of everybody. I mean, and he opened up to us the most, about his past history with like his learning disability and then, fighting the odds and going to college and graduating and losing a father, his marriage, what he did wrong, what he know how to fix, all that good stuff. So I felt like he was very invested in this and he actually came for love. Now, a lot of the other cast members, I'm a little questionable when it comes to their intent. That's definitely a little questionable with it. Chloe. Well, honestly, Ellie, I don't think she was. I think his father won't be fine with the way she was portrayed because she didn't do anything out the way. I think the only thing, like, to what we never really talked about Adriana until the end. That's when we all was like, oh, she snuck right through us. Like, she played it so safe and she coasted so well that we didn't even give her that attention to see that what she was doing. Did I see the preview? Yes. Be sure going to be showing her behind. Yes, they was Joy was like, can somebody give Simone an Oscar, please? Can somebody give Simone an Oscar? I said, oh, Simone must be up there acting up. But I told y'all that Simone got a lot to say and Naya got a lot to say. So we already know this reunion is gonna be the best part of the whole show. As much as we want to say, oh, we don't like the drama, we know it's coming and I'm waiting for it. Yes, with that question, why are you human? Y'all saw the video I posted of her, saying what he expected them to say, their spirituality, their connection with God, that type of stuff. And I was sitting there like, okay, okay. Because that's the question you get every day, and that's how you want to think to answer it. Please, ain't nobody got time for that. Well, then he might circle back to her because I told y'all they got a video surfacing where they was at the actually it's on Simone's Twitter page. It was on her story on Twitter page on her Twitter of her, Naya, and Rasheed at the what's that thing called? Like a bar dancing and stuff like that. And it looked like it was just them two, and then we saw Naya. She she may have been told how to fly under. Oh yeah, she definitely was told because y'all know we didn't give her that much, attention. You say it was whack. This is my first season of watching it. And y'all know I'm here for a little bit of drama, so I don't mind. It's TV. It got to be entertaining because, y'all, let's just be honest. At the end of the day, if it's nothing to keep our attention, nothing for us to talk about, nothing to stir up the pot a little bit, we're going to be bored. And we're going to be like, oh, don't watch it. It's boring. I love watching other people's drama. Girl, me too. That's why I don't have nothing. I just let the other people have their drama for me. Okay. Why you think the Housewives is so big? Because people like it. That's why you never see men on TV shows where it's just men. Because men not built like us. Okay. A lot of women are catty and stuff like that, and we shady and all that other stuff. So that's why it's always women. She talked too much. Oh Lord. I would have said that. Can you please rephrase the question? Can you please rephrase the question, please? Okay, since we on a game show, like I need you to re-ask that. What do you mean? Clarify for me. Can you please clarify what you mean when you ask me what makes me human? That was my bad. Adriana fake butt. She. Oh, I was about to say she got a fake butt. I was about to say her butt fake, y'all. I can't not tonight. But yeah, she had me so hot the other night, y'all. I cooled down though. I cooled down. I didn't know that her hair was a wig though. I'm gonna tell y'all, I didn't notice it was a wig to the end, okay? To the end. So literally the last episode, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that's a wig. Oh, okay. I see you, sis. The whole time I thought that was her. Oh, you see me? You see me? I was playing with it this morning. I was like, let me see if I could get, how everybody I was looking at other people's live and I was trying to, upgrade my little system. Y'all know we growing over here, so we gotta do better, okay? No, she just fake shit. I was so mad, yo. Tell who you telling? I was angry. It's just a simple fact, like, come on, Adriana. You knew you was gonna not pick that man. You can't sit here and claim that you was gonna pick that man. And one of the lives I caught her saying she didn't know how to communicate her feelings well or some junk like that. And I'm like, that's a lie. It's a lie because when you was talking about Rasheed, it was very easy for you to communicate how you felt about him and how he made you feel. So since when all of a sudden you don't know how to express your feelings? Since when? I'm still waiting. Yeah, she had a wig. Y'all didn't know that was a wig? I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know either towards the end. I kind of thought it was a wig, but on one scene, it did look real. It did look real. So that's why I didn't notice it until the night of, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's a fake part going on." A whole hump. Y'all are not right. So y'all was just gonna let me keep thinking that girl here was real. Okay, I see you. She should have asked Joy to slay her wig. Okay. Oh my God. Who? We talking about Adriana. Princess Scorpio. We talking about Adriana. Y'all are hilarious. Cliff, the YouTube money ain't coming in yet. Okay, I told you it's coming though. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm not even trying to be funny though, but when she was sitting down on that since you brought up the flip-flops, I did it. When she was sitting down, her foot was kind of the heel was kind of, hanging off the back a little bit of the shoe. So I don't know if her foot was slid out a little bit or if it didn't fit properly, but that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Y'all shady, okay? Y'all gonna come up here and roast. Cliff said we petty. This is why all the women are on reality TV shows and it's not the men, okay? This is exactly why. The volume definitely give me, oh Lord. Oh God, it take that girl to go up there and do make y'all mad one night. Now everybody out here roasting her like that. I don't even I'm not talking about nobody when I put myself in front of a camera every day. I'm just gonna mind my business and be quiet. That's all I'm gonna do. Y'all ain't gonna be up here talking about me. The market flip flops. Y'all crazy. She is tall. I didn't realize how tall she was either. But y'all, we gonna have to stop. Okay, that's not nice. Eh, eh, eh. It did. What? Wait, what? It did. The first time. Oh my Lord. Oh Jesus. Y'all got jokes for days. That finale dress was everything with Adriana though. That is true. When I'm telling you, her dress looked nice. She looked so pretty. Her hair looked pretty. That's when I realized it was a wig because it was actually laid. Like you can actually see the part this time. So I was like, okay, that's a wig. But she looked really nice. I don't. I don't remember ever seeing her in heels. Really, did she have on shoes that night? That day, I'm assuming she did though. With Joy's hair, what was wrong with Joy's hair? I know Joy hair was a wig, but she got a lot of hair. Maybe Adriana hair was a wig, but she got a lot of hair too. You know, sometimes we just like to protect our hair and not do all that other stuff to it. But either way, if it's not working, it's just not working. No, I do not think Winston had a real connection. Um, she said that they had a lot of time hanging out together. But in my comments, somebody mentioned that Anthony acts way different with Denise than he acted with Winter. So like when he was with Denise, he acted more mature, more grown. But when he was with Winter, he acted more like a child, more immature like. Nah, man, she got me messed up, little big acting sorry west. Wow. Amy, I'm gonna need you, okay? Because you going all tonight. So, but that's the thing. Like I kept saying, y'all, I felt like Winston had a connection at some point with Anthony because they were together a lot. You know, they did have those conversations about her telling him she want him to fight for her and stuff like that. But the actions just don't fit up with the talking. Like it don't match. And a lot of y'all and my comments seem to think that Anthony don't like women. Now I don't know about that. I don't think so. I think he definitely, like women. I just think that he just acts different around certain women. Anthony and Denise could have been great. Okay. The Anthony and Denise definitely could have been great. Um yeah, because they said that he did act a lot different with Denise. Wasn't Anthony and Denise the ones that went skinny dipping and stuff like that? Denise played herself because if she would have never fake broke up with Khalfani to get him to catch a reaction by saying she was loving Anthony, it wouldn't have turned out that way. But then she turned around and told Anthony she loved him, like we didn't just see her say that she was just trying to get to see if he was going to fight for her. And I'm like, none of this is making sense at the time. Okay, none of this is making sense to me. So like you can't say you love one man, tell us that you just trying to get him to chase you, and then go tell the other man you love him. It sounds crazy. It sounds real crazy. But the link is in the chat, y'all. Y'all click on the link. Come up here, talk to me, talk to everybody in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel. Sound off, okay? What made you angry? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not agree with my assessment? Okay. What you really feel about it? Denise was trying to win like Adriana. Denise was trying to win like Adriana. Absolutely. That's why she switched up. But she didn't play it smoothly because she got too caught up with Khalfani. Everybody really just chose one person in this episode and they screwed them all up at the end. So if you want to think about it, Adriana absolutely won because Adriana never once, besides in the very, very beginning when she kept saying, oh, that's my man, oh, that's my man, oh, that's my man. She switched that up like week 2, week 3. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, but I actually like, Khalfani. And then she started putting that time in. Everybody else really just stuck with one person. And by time it was, that person, they was getting voted off. Anthony has never been in love. Yeah, he's never been in love, but I respect his response to why he's never been in love. I feel like instead of being, that man that's out here just stringing women along, breaking women's heart, acting like you love them just to have, sex with them and stuff like that, making babies out here and then not wanting to build families and stuff like that. I'd rather you be honest and say, no, I love, football right now. I'm not focused on, a girlfriend, a wife, children, stuff like that. So I can respect it. Denise was all about Khalfani, so he told her she was his second choice. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Soon as the second choice came in there, she was just like, "Oh, now she want to go switch up." Hey, Cliff, what's going on?
Shoot. What up? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, As far as Adriana and Rasheed, I feel for him. Oh, let me mute this. I feel for him. 'Cause I know he was really into her, and to know that she went with Khalfani, I know that crushed him. Especially thinking like, damn, this nigga smashing, and I'm into her. That's a God's thing, and I'm really into her, and she played me again on national TV this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, I really felt because I saw his face drop when she was breaking it to him. I was like, oh,
You
that's
saw
tough.
it right in his stomach.
Right.
I felt it.
I did too. Like I was hoping, being that her friend told her to go with Rasheed, that that's the way she would go. I don't know what the father saw, but
And
yeah,
give
he was tripping. Yeah, the dad, I was like, he must didn't get enough time with both of them, because I don't see how he picked, as a man, as a father, pick Kafani over Rasheed. There's no way. I
well,
don't think I would have.
well, let's think about it. The version of what we saw, right? It looked like they was actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. Khalfani looked like he had a one up on some of his answers,
I
so
would have
I
to
can
go
see.
back and look at the answer. I would have to go back and see it. But even with, I don't know, like when I was watching them talk to the pops, I didn't get that feeling from Kafani like he was just giving the greatest answers. Maybe I'm bugging. I got to see it again, and then especially how he dipped out. That would have showed me something too,
Talk about some he
as a
got.
man. You're right. Like he dipped out. Rasheed didn't do that.
No,
You know
he
what I'm
didn't.
saying? Like it's something when somebody sit there and they could take the heat.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
don't know.
I
Yeah,
also
I'm sorry.
had two different environments too. You know, they had like they had a more intimate setting. Rashid and Kafani and the father and what's his girl name Adriana had a more set a more intimate setting where they were just sitting down, actually focused on each other, the conversation. You know what I mean? It was like and that's what it was supposed to be like. But then with Rashid, it was like they was playing pool, focusing on hitting the balls, not really connecting. So I feel like Kalfani also had a one up anyway because of the setting as well. He got to felt confined. Like she was able to console or ease his fear by sitting next to him or holding on to his arm or his hand, making him feel like okay, we in this together. As opposed to Rashid, while Rashid was just out there on his own, he didn't have Adriana next to him to feel like they was in it together. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's the thing. I guess that's a thing. I guess that's a thing. But do you feel that Kafani really wants Adriana other than to smash?
No, no.
Why is that?
I think he just really was. I think he found her attractive. She's young. She's beautiful. She's vibrant. She's a happy, girl. But I don't think he sees her as, an actual wife. No, I don't see that at all. It sounds good, but I don't see it. No, I think like even when he first was talking to Denise, their connection was very, very like solid from the beginning. They had a lot in common. They really was having deep connection. I didn't get any of that deep connection with. Well, we didn't get to see it, I should say. That deep connection that he had with Denise, that he had with Adriana. The only thing that made him not want Denise anymore is her being a little jealous and what's the word? Possessive.
I thought he was a little too hard on Denise, and I wasn't a big fan of Denise. When I saw a couple of her interviews, I was like, okay, I understand her more. But when the show started, I wasn't a big fan. But in the same breath, I feel like he didn't give her the right opportunity. And to me, it's understandable when someone is jealous or feeling away. I don't think she was ridiculous. I don't think she was over the top. I think her feelings was. Some people can't hide their feelings. Some people they wear it on their face, and she's one of them people. She can't hide it. Others are good at it. So
Yeah,
I
but you
thought he
got
was just too hard on.
Cliff. They're in a setting where
Say
they
that
have
again.
to, they're in a setting where they have to actually date everybody. So in order for them
It
to do
doesn't
that,
matter
she
though.
can't be in there being possessive.
Listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter about the setting. If I'm into you, I'm into you. She didn't stop his date. She made a little comment, keep it
He
cute,
was
which was
walking by
funny to
talking
me.
about keep it cute, keep it
It
cute.
was funny. Like I get it, but it's like she's showing she cares.
She
Listen,
basically
I'm
jumped down Adriana's throat in the conversation.
her and hold on. Her and Adriana already had beef. It ain't have nothing to do with him. Truth be told, that goes back to Rasheed. They beef was over Rasheed, and it spilled over to Khalfani. It really wasn't about Khalfani. They beef go back to the comment Denise made about Rasheed. So from right there, it was already on with them two.
Hold on, y'all.
It
Can y'all
really
hear
had
my background?
no.
No.
Okay, because my brother-in-law got the music loud, and I'm about to go yell at him. I just had to know.
No, I don't hear them.
But
But
hey, Tiffy.
Well,
what I'm
Phyllis, it's
saying
good.
is,
Happy Sunday.
what up, Tiff?
Look,
What I was
happy
saying
Sunday.
was they damn, you making me lose track of thought. You cut me.
My bad.
What was I saying? Oh, about Denise. Yeah, they beef was already there. So now you got beef with a girl. You don't like her, she don't like you. And then she put her attention towards the dude you like. Of course that she's gonna give that extra energy of keep it cute. If she could, she would have dragged Adriana.
So let me ask one question before I let Tiffy talk. Do y'all think that she moved on to Khalfani to really spite Denise? Do y'all really think that she did that just
100%.
out of spite for Denise?
Part of her.
100%.
I think part of her, not saying that she wasn't attracted to him, but to get on under homegirl skin, yes. Because I don't know if she intended to really like Khalfani the way she did. Because like I said, at first her choice was Rasheed. But she's definitely was going after homegirl head. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I came to say really just briefly. Because I actually don't like I didn't like the finale to be honest, but I'm gonna watch the reunion. Yeah, I think that Adriana, I can't fault her. She's playing a game. Winter's playing a game. Denise is, I mean, they're all playing a game to be honest. Um, and I think I really can't feel bad about Rasheed. We know how they do. They all about themselves, and then they let their ego get in front of common sense. Because a blind man could have seen that Adriana was gonna switch to Khalfani, so he should have stuck with his gut instead of being pulled back in. He made the decision to come back, so it's his fault. I can't. When you know that the stove is on, it's your fault if you put your hand on it, and then you get burned. So that's his issue. I don't care. Adriana gonna do what she wanna do. But I ultimately think that, Adriana went after Khalfani because Denise had him. If Denise was with Anthony and shown all her attention to Anthony prior to, Adriana would have went after Anthony and she would have got a connection. Because listen, she didn't want love. She just wanted like something cute for TV and maybe something
Mm-hmm.
cute after. But she doesn't want something long term. I mean, come on, we know. We saw that.
Obviously. I agree. I do feel like, so I'm not gonna say I don't feel bad. I definitely feel bad for Rasheed. I just wish he would have just stuck with his gut feeling. I don't know what kind of spell she put on that man. I don't know if they had an intimate relationship at one point, but like she ghosted him before and she basically ghosted him again right in his face. And he just went along with I want you to meet my father. And that's why I was saying, why would you want this? Why would you even care about meeting her father when you won't even introduce her to your sister?
Exactly. He was all about himself. That's why, I'm not saying I don't agree. I mean, I really don't care if Denise called him having narcissistic tendencies, but I think quite honestly, he has a big ego. He was about himself. He was like, you know what, maybe she is feeling me, this, that, and the other. Let me go ahead and meet her father. I agree with you because a sensible person would have said, I'm not serious about this relationship. And if he was serious, then she would have met his family. But why should you get to meet her family, but she doesn't get to meet yours? What's
He
going
didn't
on
want
here?
her to. When he
Exactly.
asked his sister, did she want to meet her, she was like, no. But that's my thing. He gave her a choice. If he really wanted
Exactly.
her to meet her, he would have just been like, oh, I want you to meet her.
Exactly. So I was like, get out of here. I don't care. Get off my TV. I'm tired of you. Okay. Um,
I
that's
tell you,
how I
Tiffy, I
felt.
think we be watching two separate shows sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
No, because I could read through it. I was like, this man, like, especially since you already know how she is before. Like, I don't know what made you believe that she was gonna stay with you, but everyone could see that she was going with Kafani. Like, and that's why maybe he's like, oh, she's just doing this out of spite. Maybe she knew that she was just going after Khalfani to spite Denise. And so he's like, oh, she's gonna choose me. But listen, player, she don't want you. She wants something short term. And that's the same thing Khalfani did. He didn't think Denise was jealous or possessive. He's like, dang, she's actually taking this serious. I'm not trying to get into nothing serious. He wants something short
Mm,
term. So
mm.
that's why he had to let her go.
You just made a good point. So you think that because he realized that he was really having a connection with Denise and that, he really at one point was like, oh no, this is not what I really came here for. So I'm not really about to do this whole fall in love situation, that he just went and picked um Adriana?
Yeah, I mean, the energies of the two women were very different. Adriana gave off the more, just flirtatious, let's see where this takes us, go with the flow, i.e., I don't want anything serious. And Denise gave off the, okay, I can hold you down. Let's see if we can actually fall in love. And he's like, what do I want out of this experience? Do I want a real relationship or do I want something cute where I can go ahead and take my fame after?
Mm,
So and now he's going back and forth with Denise on TV. I'm sorry, on social media and all that stuff. He wants the attention. He wants the women to come towards him. He even said he likes women to chase him. He would not be able to do that if he was being held down in a serious relationship after the show. So he made his
absolutely.
choice.
And he really not all that to me, y'all. I just don't get it. I don't know why they was like, oh my God, Kafani. And I'm just sitting here like, why? Why? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. I was just like, listen, Adriana Calfani, they both could have chose quote unquote real relationships, but they wanted something cute or something a little light for the time being. Because they're
Hmm.
probably thinking we're gonna get out of COVID and I'm gonna be popular and I'm gonna be able to have whoever I want. So they don't want anything long term. Give it a month or two, they'll be separated if they're not already. Okay.
They
As
probably
far as
are.
right, I
I'm
don't know. I
sure they
haven't been
are.
looking at the clues.
I'm
Do you
sure
think
they
they're
are.
broken up?
Heck yeah. I if they not broken up, I'll be surprised if they not broken up. I don't think anybody found love in this. No, I don't even think anybody was really looking for love, y'all. I'm just at the point where I just feel like they playing us. And I'm not going to say it like that because I know this is TV and I know like, they got to set up certain stuff a certain way. But like, can we please just keep the authenticity of like actually having people who want to find love and go through the
Right.
motions of the drama as opposed to like just hiring like random people off the streets. I mean, like potential actresses and actors and, people who have platforms to, just take away from the real like pure heartness of people actually looking for love type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think, yeah, I'm gonna ride for my girl Denise. I should have put a DD up. But Denise, that's why she wasn't good at playing the game at the end. Because she got blindsided. Like for her, I actually think she was there to find love. But then she got blindsided because, to be fair, Khalfani was talking big game. He was like trying to reassure her that she was first. Meanwhile, when he took her on that date, he knew that she was in second place, and he didn't let her know that. That's
Right.
because Khalfani was running game.
I think he was scared. I think he was scared because even when he told Denise that she wasn't his number two no more, you saw her face was like, hmm? Like she just couldn't process it. I was like, y'all better get security up here. She about to start wilding.
Yeah, I don't know. I really want to see. This last thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let Amy hop on, but I really want to see what happens at the reunion. I really hope they dig into how Khalfani was not being truthful and how Winter was obviously playing to win when she switched from Jay to Anthony. Winter and Denise were playing the same game. It's just that Winter had a 2 week head start because Jay let her know that she was second place. That's
Mm,
it.
you're right.
That's it.
You're right. You're right, Tiffy. You had some good points, girl. You made me see some things different, but I still sometimes don't be feeling like we watching the same show.
Nah, I'll be watching to just analyze people, see how they're moving. Because I like to, people present themselves a different way, but when you watch them move, then you're like, turn off the sound, let's watch them move. And you're like,
Mm,
'cause people spit game to trick you. But when you see their actions, that's speaking louder than the little sweet talk that they're giving you.
uh-huh.
That's that.
Absolutely. That's that on that. Hey, Amy.
Hey, 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 hey. Could everybody
What's
hear
going
me?
on? Yeah.
I'm good. That whole finale just really burned me. I was so mad because I feel like everyone who stayed just settled. Because
I agree.
and that's what I was like, I can't stand Adriana because she kind of set the tone when she kept Rasheed. I was just like, Rasheed, I wish you would have just went with somebody else. Because
Hold on, Amy. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go make sure my brother-in-law turns his music down because I don't want to get striked for it. Just give me 1 second, okay?
mhm.
All right, I'm back. That y'all.
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they settled. That's what made me mad because I was like, the only couple I wanted to see get together or officially make themselves official was Jay and Joy. Winter, I feel like she played herself, and towards the end, she just was like, "Well, I gotta wrap this up and make it look good." But Anthony, you're right. They both had. His energy was off because I don't think he likes her, and that's why he's being super geek, like super like silly. He wasn't having real conversations. You know, when people play too much, it's really because they're trying to deflect.
Yep.
So I was just like, he don't really like her, and she's kind of trying to push a connection to not look like a loser. But I'm like, baby girl, as soon as Jay left, you should have left like Edwin.
Right.
So, like step out so you don't look to me because it just looked fake and forced. Denise could have had a connection with Anthony, but she really that whole Kafani situation was a waste of her time. Girl, I was like, why didn't you just wake up so you could just move on? Because it was times I was like, just let it go, let it go, let it go. Because he was just giving her such a, I hate to say it, like a those F boy tendencies. Like he was annoyed with
Mhm.
her. And I was like,
Mhm.
girl, let it go. He is just not the one. And then Adriana, I really thought she liked Rasheed.
We
Then
all thought she really liked Rasheed, girl.
and then that's why I was like, you big head 5 year old girl. I was pissed. She got to go. I was like, I don't even want to hear her talk in the reunion because I was like, that whole kitty, oh my God, I don't know. Girl, stop. You're not that immature.
Right.
You're just not. And I was like mad about that because I was like, I really wanted to see her and Rasheed like make a connection.
I thought they
Oh,
could have had something though.
me too. That's why I was like, Rasheed, baby. I'm so sad
He
for him.
worshipped the ground she walked on, girl.
I was like, why didn't he just skip on to the loo and find somebody else? Even what was the girl who was talking to that guy that everybody thought was a liar? What was her name?
A liar? Who
The
we
dude
thought
that
was a liar?
the dude who kept on like streaker. What was him? The girl who was talking to him. I think his name was Brian.
Brian?
Yeah, okay, yes, it was Brian. What's
No,
the girl?
Brian was an F boy. We're not even going to do that.
No, but I think he should have got. I think Rasheed should have talked to her because she seemed more serious about a love connection.
Oh, you talking about Alex?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
People say he should have stuck with Simone.
I don't know. Simone was a little. She gave me kind of like she's just a little weird. All that yapping, girl. And then when
Simone,
she started busting out crying, oh, we just got so many problems. I was like, girl, no. He needs
no,
somebody
so
a little bit more sensible.
but I don't think I don't know. I don't think Alex was ready for love though either.
But I feel like she was more serious about finding a partner, but she wasn't acting as desperate as Winter.
So
Like, I feel like Winter accepted Anthony with no true connection because he was being silly. How do you find somebody attractive or loving when you were having real conversations with Jay? He called that
right.
man a whole king. How are we getting this with Anthony? Just like, I don't get it. Like, you were having real conversations with Jay, and he just was batting them down because he wanted joy, which is understandable. But I don't know. This was, oof. I feel like him and Alex, Rasheed and Alex could have been a better match if they were going to settle and not get what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that would have been a bit love connection. But Winter, I think it was a consolation prize with Winter and Anthony. I did not like their connection. I didn't.
It seemed cringy, like it was so forced. That's why I kept saying, like, they keep saying things that sound good, but even when they met up at the dock, when they met up, they didn't even kiss on the lips. You know, they kissed on the cheek when they hugged each other.
And she was begging Jay for a kiss. You remember that?
Exactly. So why we ain't kissed yet?
What's going? Oh my God, just kiss. She was so super thirsty. That's why I was like, you don't really like Anthony. I know this. Anthony is a consolation prize. And he knows it, but he's not even gonna get too deep with you. He's gonna be goofy until the end. And I was just like, no, this did not quench my thirst. I want to see a real connection.
The only real connection we had left, because that was real.
Yes.
Hey, Darlinda. Hey, Mia.
That's what I was mad. That's like, and if anybody was gonna give me the tingling, would have been Rasheed and Adriana, and then she totally act like a big ass kid at the end. I was just like, oh,
that girl worked on my nerves.
I don't like Khalfani because that was some real crappy stuff he did last episode, and trying to throw salt on Denise. I know I don't know. I just didn't like that. And then his online antics talking about it. She was pressing me. I ain't want her. I was like, you know what? I'm good on you. And I never thought he was cute. I never thought he was cute. I don't know what those ladies were singing, but I mean, he got a nice. But I didn't think he was not my. You know when people stood out the first episodes, the people who stood out were I think Rasheed for me, and then Edwin and Jay. They always stood out as like distinguishedly nice looking men. But Khalfani, I never looked at him like that. For him to be acting so like disrespectful online.
Yeah.
To the one woman that actually liked you. I don't know. I'm confused.
I think for me, the men who stood out for me was David, and I wish we could have kept David instead of Brian. I think David was just kind of misunderstood the most.
Who was David?
David got eliminated like third.
What happened? Was he the one yelling at everybody at that table?
He wasn't even yelling. See, y'all took it too far.
Like they portrayed him as a yeller. That guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. Yeah,
I liked him too. All he did was talk about you. He was like, you. And Joy was like, he put his finger in my face. I was like, girl, stop being dramatic. Stop being dramatic, okay? The only thing I think Brian should have stayed longer, and we could have got rid of. I mean, David could have stayed. We could have got rid of Brian. Edwin always was a nice looking guy. From the first review, I said that Edwin, okay, something about that salt and pepper here, okay. Nice. Woo! And then for me, it was Edwin. David.
Oh, what about the chocolate dude with the pink suit? I liked him too.
Oh, Chris?
He got kicked off because she said he was poor, right?
Girl, she didn't say he was poor.
She did in so many ways. She was like, he ain't got no, you don't, I don't want you. I remember that. I was like, wow.
She said he didn't want to pay all the bills. She did not say that man was poor. You funny.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say. I liked him too. Chris, yes.
Well, I mean, attractive wise, it was not for me, not
not the suit. I was like, what is going on here? Because I don't think
he was a nice guy.
Yeah, I liked him.
I'm
Those are
trying
the
to think.
people I
It was
feel that was
somebody
serious
else.
about. Everybody else, to me, like they've gotten rid of everybody that deserved to leave. But some of the people, I really am mad that they got to stay.
You said you was mad they got to stay.
Yeah, I mean, Adriana could have left if she was going to do all that.
Well,
They could,
Adriana played the game to win, girl. Okay, she played
yeah,
the
but
game
they
to
could have
win.
kept the girl with the green dress, the one who was really there. Her daughter pushed her. I
Who,
wanted to see.
Danny?
Yeah, I wanted to see like
Yeah,
I wanted to see people who were really about it, not just trying to get a attention.
I agree. They could have took. See, but that's the thing. We didn't know Adriana was trying to get attention. See, when I first was like, I don't know if Adriana here for it, for love or not.
Mm-hmm.
As time went on, I'm like, okay, maybe she is because I saw her connecting with Rasheed. But then she switched up a little bit when it got to, Khalfani, and I'm like, maybe. But now after that little stunt she pulled, I'm like, oh no, it was all a game. She played me.
That's why I was mad. I was like little fat foot dinosaur walking. I was pissed.
You call girl. Well, I feel like I want to telephone with one of my friends, girl.
I'm pissed. I was like, no, she didn't mess with my baby, Rasheed. How
Yeah,
dare
but
you?
she did. She did. And I was so upset about it. And I'm mad he just didn't stick with his gut.
Mm. I hope they give them. What do they have like a season where they bring all the people who got rejected back to everybody? Like, I want them to do that.
Girl, bye. They don't want this no more. After this season, don't nobody want to come on this show.
Well, I think the women are going to be more up on game now because the dudes, they were not really trying to be with nobody.
All the women was doing the chasing. That's the only thing about this season. Well, I never seen any other season, but this is the only thing that I really noticed about this season of Ready to Love is that instead of the men courting, or like Rasheed said, the women, it's like the women was like hopping all around, like begging for attention. And I'm like, you need to come to me. I'm not about to be, trying to go find you. You need to find me. Now, I'll
Yeah.
entertain you if I'm attracted, but I'm not going to be like, all up in everybody's face, like, pick me, pick me.
I know. I wonder what city they're going to pick next. Don't do Dallas again. I mean, Houston.
I don't know who they're going to do next, but whoever it is, it's all going to be fake. So, so we are going to be up here having these same conversations.
Basically. Let me get off this line. Let other people call through. Thanks for letting me in.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Oh, my God. Amy, it's funny. I put the link in the chat, y'all. If y'all want to join in and say something, you're more than welcome. You can show your face if you want. I would appreciate it, but you don't have to. But yeah, let me hear what you got to say. Let me see what y'all was saying in these comments because I missed a lot. I missed a whole lot. Y'all was going in these comments. Playing chess. Adriana was playing chess, not checkers. Hey, Tiffy, you back? Wow, he tried to clean up after talking to his friends. What's
Chloe,
up? What?
Chloe,
What?
you got to put. I just put it together.
Okay.
So this what happened. Listen, that's right. I remember the lady saying that the men were not interested in them. It's like they were having to beg for their attention. And then I also remember that the guys said they had a pact that if they were interested in a girl, they were just going to fall back. I remember Khalfani and Anthony and Brian and them saying that. So I was like, so y'all just came for TV then? Because how you going to be on a love show not pursuing these women?
Girl,
That's
where
right.
they say that?
Yes, and they were saying it on their Instagram, and I believe it was an interview that they did where they were talking about, oh, we had a pact, that, if someone liked the girl, we're just gonna fall back. That's what Anthony said, and that's what Brian said. And that's why they weren't pursuing the women. So I was like, why would you have a pact on a love show? This is not for buddies. This is not for friends.
Right.
So,
Ooh. Okay.
You understand?
What y'all think about that? That's why the women was out here begging for attention. Fight for me, please, fight for me.
Talking about show up for me, talking about he's not interested in me. They weren't. They were there for TV and TV only. Because I just remembered about the pact. and how Rasheed said he's not going to chase nobody. The point is for you to chase the girl of your dreams. What do you mean?
Mm.
So if you, Rasheed was the only one putting in effort. I remember how, what's her name, Alex, I think it was, or Simone, had to ask him out on a date.
Yeah,
What?
Simone had to ask Rasheed out. Yeah.
Ew, what is that? Like, he should be asking her out. Why are these women chasing the men? Because the men had a pact.
Oh,
That
they played
is,
everybody.
that's ridiculous.
Girl, let me find out that they over here doing their own thing, okay? For the love of
Yes.
broship.
Hmm. Yes,
So
right.
y'all
Me and
remember that?
Ministry. Yes, they said they had a pact. That's disgusting. Ew, why would you ask a man out on a date? I mean, do what you want to do, but yuck. That's not right.
Well, I think Simone only asked Rasheed for a date, if I can remember, was because who was the guy she was connected with? Jay. After Jay cut it off with her, she decided that she needed to find someone to, stick on to stay on the show. So then she went after Rasheed. That's how I perceived it at the time, because remember, Jay was like, he felt she was messy with the whole situation that happened between Winter and Joy.
Oh yeah. But at the same time, right? Besides like Simone having to ask him out on a date, like these men were literally playing these women like a board game, Monopoly, a
Mm,
family game. Move the
mm.
piece as you wish, if you wish. It says you can pass go and collect 200. That's what they were doing. Hmm.
So at the end of the day, y'all, this was just a game show. This should be called Who Can Last. Because I
Yes.
don't think they would. The way it's coming off is like nobody was really looking for love. We was looking for opportunity, and if we happen to find love, then cool. But I'm not pushing it.
Right. I mean, also, the pact that the guys had is so obvious now that I'm like putting it together. Because when you said that, I was like, whoa, none of these guys wanted to actively pursue the women.
Mm,
Anytime someone would come up to talk to them, they would always just peel away like they didn't care.
mm,
And especially Anthony and Winter's like, why won't any of these guys like at least fight and say, oh, I'm having a conversation right now. Hold off, brother. Like they
mm.
do on The Bachelor or any other show. These men were
Right.
so willing to just pass these girls around. I'm disgusted. Okay?
Oh, I heard you.
it's,
I heard
it's
you.
not right.
It's not right, because that just makes it seem like so. Now that we know that about the men, well, I mean, I don't really know, because I don't know how that will go as far as Jay and Edwin is concerned, because I feel like Edwin was very genuine.
Yes, but at the same time, there was no pursuit of the women. Truly. Like, can you give me an example of when they truly pursued the women? I can't. I can't think of one. Except, no.
Can somebody help us out in the chat? Because I can't think of what. Wait, hold on. Let me think. A time where one of the men pursued the woman. You mean that time, besides that time when Brian was on a boat trying to get Winter?
But he wasn't even pursuing her. He was like, oh, I like your body, this, that, and the other. And Winter's like, let me go ahead and talk to Anthony because what are you doing? Like, he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
even pursuing her proper. I can't think of a time. So if we look at everything again and we keep in mind that the guys had this pact, you can see that they were just playing the whole time.
Elaine said, except for Rasheed.
I ain't got nothing. I mean, Rasheed did some and um, Edwin did some and, they did some, but I also found it interesting how Tommy had to literally tell them, take the second woman out on a date. Pay attention to the second woman. He said, do something.
Oh, that's what that was about? Y'all need to really go out with somebody else at this point, because y'all not doing it right. Oh my God. See, I told you, Tiffy, every time you come up here, you start making me think about other stuff that I was never thinking about. But
I
now
said,
it
hold
makes
on.
sense.
I had to jump on and I had to remind you that remember these guys said they had a pact. So I'm gonna let you sit with that. gonna let you sit with that. That's why I said I don't really have any strong feeling towards none of them
Mm,
because that's childish. That's high school. You know when all the
mm,
bros are together on the same maybe football team or something. They're like, "Hey, bro, if you want her, just let me know." Because there's no
yeah.
way your bro's gonna come for your girl if he doesn't already know. They was running game, all of them.
Mm. And that's why Adriana won because she never made it clear who she was picking as number one.
Hmm. And that's exactly, and that's why Khalfani and them never really made it clear who their number one was as well. Even when Jay told Winter that she was his number one, sorry, number two, he kind of did it inadvertently by kissing her on the cheek. You know,
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that kiss. Ain't nobody got time for that bootleg kiss, okay?
true, true. But at the same time, I'm just saying, like, out of all those beautiful women that they had, and out of all those connections that could have been, it was missed opportunity because they was doing boys before. I mean, bros before females.
Mm-hmm.
They was doing it at the guys club, and
Mm.
that's not right.
So how y'all think? What y'all think about this pact, y'all? Y'all think that they was just really coasting and letting the women play the game, more so chasing after them, and then whoever they decide to pick at the end, whoever won them over, that's who they decided to stay with. Because at this point, that's what it sounded like. Like they wanted the women to win them over. Hmm.
Right, and also this last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just say, remember at the final ceremony, the final episode, Calfani was talking about I play to win for everything, and he's like, oh, I'm so glad that I won. I'm so glad that she chose me, this, that, and the other. He was doing a competition against Rasheed. I said, hold on now,
Mm.
competition. You happy you won? Boy, get out of my screen. Get off my screen. I keep telling him.
It was all a game for him. When she told him that she let Rasheed go, he was like, "Yes,
Acting like he won the Super Bowl.
yes." I was like, "What is going on?" Look, I done messed up my vocal cords trying to do that.
Hello, everyone. Good
Hi, little
evening.
baby. Is that what your name said? I can't see, little baby.
Yes,
Okay,
it does.
little baby.
I'm
Hey,
over here from Really BTV. I know you come in her chat sometimes, and she has sent us over to your channel.
yes.
I have to agree with the last person
Okay.
because everyone talked so much in these interviews. I basically deduced this show was
You don't
only
lie.
filmed in 14 days. That's courtesy of Naya.
What?
Yes, courtesy
Girl,
of Naya. They
they did
filmed
this.
this show in
That's how Winston kept having on that orange dress.
no, not um orange dress is winter. Naya was a shortcut who acted a
No,
fool when
no.
she got eliminated.
I know who Naya is, but I'm saying, that's why she had on that orange dress. That's why, because it was such a short period of time, they kept rotating the clothes.
Probably so. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep. And Naya's I think maybe two of Naya's interviews, she basically laid out the timeline. The reason for her kissing Edwin was for TV. Let's play this up for the cameras. That's the reason why we got that dramatic ass kiss. And we're wondering, like, where the hell did that come from? We never saw them on dates before. Like, how
Right.
is this happening? And um, and she said something in one interview where this is supposed to be like week um 8 or something like that. So we need to play it up a little bit more and just really make it dramatic. So I said to because I was wondering, how are they going to get off work for 10 weeks? Because I asked that myself, but she basically told us this was shot in 2 weeks.
Get the heck out of here. Yo, are you crazy? Oh my, you mean to tell me all this time I've been spilling all the tea, I ain't gonna wait for this shot? How in the world did they really do a 2 week? They stretched this out for real. And they couldn't give us more scenes and connections?
I guess not. I guess not. And that's why I'm going with that last caller. I believe if not everyone, then everyone was here for some TV credit. That's why they need to tighten up on these NDAs.
Girl, they definitely need to tighten up on these NDAs. They need to just say no interviews till you kicked off or the show is over, because people be in their feelings ready to go off.
Yeah. I did not notice it, and I should have, but Jay, they said Simone said this in one of her interviews, and some other people had noticed this. Jay, whenever it was time for him to go out, he would put on his paraphernalia.
Hold on one
So a
second,
hat
Moochie. Hold
or
on
a
one second.
t-shirt.
Hold on. Look, 1 second. Hey, Moochie. Get off of my live, little girl. That's my daughter, y'all. And my husband. Bye. Bye. Y'all don't want to get in the chat. Get out of here. All right, I'm back. That's them in the background. It's crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh my, what was I at? Jay, every time he would come on camera, he was always putting on his business attire. So he would have a hat with his business on it. He would have a shirt with his business on it. And that was the reason why it made sense for him. Joy, the one who's going to carry him to the end, I might as well leave with her because there's no one else here.
Girl.
Lord. He done
Lord.
enough promotion of his show, of his business, his real estate company.
Right. So it wasn't even genuine to begin, like, all the way through.
I don't believe so. I really don't. I've saw some chatter about Jay being somewhere. He was just walking around like he was some star or something. Yeah. This next season, they need to do better with how they do this. Lads, I like to compare and contrast this season, right. But we had real couples come out of last season, even if they didn't make it to the end, because they were genuinely there for a reason.
Right.
Mario, Tandy, and Reva's situation was real because real feelings were involved.
Right.
Mario and Reva are still together to this day on IG, each other's IG. They're dressing alike. You could go see them now. But I don't believe anyone from this season really had any true connections. I honestly don't. And if they did, maybe they did it after the fact. But I don't see it. Not this round. I see everyone here trying to get some reality TV fame.
Exactly. Girl, you done came up here and spilled it all, okay? I am so upset because, like, come on now. We couldn't even get a whole 8 weeks out of y'all. And we invested all this time and energy into this show, and we couldn't get a whole 8 weeks.
Like Simone, she was on Steve Harvey's show a few years ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Doing another dating thing. Who else? I think Adriana is in real estate, so I think that would be a reason for her to come on and try to pub herself. Khalfani, he's in fitness along with Anthony. Khalfani's a personal trainer. He just went to the Olympia.
Girl. Well, I know that they all got these different businesses and things like that, but I just can't, like, they really make you not even want to, because look, this is the thing, like, we know it's entertainment, we know it's going to be some, some
right.
scripted into it, but like the simple fact that we get to know all of this, and it's becoming so obvious that it's becoming fake, that's the part that's making me annoyed with it.
Right. And that is why they need to tighten up on those NDAs. I don't know what kind of contracts those people had, but they may have not had one, period. This is, if I deduce that timeline from Naya's interviews and then Edwin doing his interview, basically confirming some of the things Naya said.
Right, because Naya went on a whole rant because I posted a video of her talking about production and the food and stuff like that. Naya was out for blood, and she said that after the reunion, she was going to go live and answer everybody's questions. And I don't know what's in these NDAs, but they out here just spilling all the tea. They talking about
they have nothing. The fact that Naya was able to actually tell us what production was actually doing to the extent of the timeline of this. We didn't get 10 weeks of actual dating. We only got a couple.
Right. But when I interviewed Winter, because I interviewed her, she said that they do have NDAs. They just they can't talk about anything that hasn't already been shown.
Well, they need to also add in there, do not talk about behind the scenes production details either. Don't disclose that. We have a TV show to make.
Right.
Like, I don't mind the entertainment aspect. Like, that's what they're supposed to do. I expect the producers to tell certain people to date, to not date, go over there and have this conversation with the person. That's expected. If you've been watching reality TV for as long as it's been hot, we know how this gets down.
Right.
You just can't. If they did not create these situations, it will really be kind of boring, because the average person, if we, for instance, if we were to go around in our everyday lives, we would be, no one would care. You would need someone to produce you. Hey, do this so someone can have, so it can be a little bit more entertaining. But that's not, yeah. I'll be really shocked if there was a true couple at that reunion.
So what about the whole somebody being pregnant situation? Not old girl, not Alicia, who was actually pregnant on the show, because that's a whole nother story. Okay. But in the preview for the reunion, they said that it seemed like they was hinting to Joy being pregnant.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I was on her IG. I didn't see a bump.
I ain't seen no bump.
On the other hand, you don't know. Some people carry their pregnancies different. Some women don't show till like the 6 months. You don't know.
Oh, you mean how Alicia was up there 5 months pregnant?
Yeah.
Girl, don't even get me started.
No one knew.
But that's what I'm trying to say. What was going on this whole episode where they had the girl was pregnant, then it's just too much.
It's a whole lot. But they definitely need to change things up next season, because these people basically got in these interviews. I don't know how much we're going to get in that reunion other than Rasheed confronting Denise about the narcissist comments, and Simone wanted to confront Joy, Winter, and Jay about that couch situation where she basically caught him going into Winter's room after kissing her.
Yeah. And they were supposed to I guess they were supposed to have tried to get Simone kicked out. Well, eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh God, y'all, they done this. Why my first season gotta be like this? Why my first season gotta be like this? I just need somebody to help me understand what's going on. Okay.
I don't know. Last season was so much better, because I really do believe they actually dated that 3.5 month period. I believe.
Well, it was a different setup, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, they was actually, separated.
Yeah, they were going out and about in the city, and they actually had an opportunity to go to work, get off work to go do some things and stuff of that nature. Because again, in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know how someone's going to get off of a job if they're tethered to one for 3.5 months.
Right.
Maybe if you have your own company, maybe.
But even then, you still need to work.
Yeah.
But I think I saw Adriana kind of addressing that for a little bit on IG. I think she was saying that like a lot of them have their own businesses and do real estate and stuff like that, so it wasn't really that hard. But I'm saying here, like, it don't even matter if you got 10 weeks off of work. Is 10 weeks of money missing? Nah, I ain't
myself. And I know that again, there were some actors on last season where if you watched Your Husband Is Cheating on Us, then you're familiar with Tandy. But nonetheless, what Tandy had going on with Mario, that was still real.
Right. Girl, I just cannot tonight. They just be ruining everything. They talk too freaking much. I'm gonna need them to shut up. Next season, we just gonna have to tell them to shut up. I'm gonna go to everybody's Twitter page like, shut up, don't even start.
Like, I never heard this much tea come out about this show. Even last season when we had all that mess with Tandy, Reva, and Mario, we learned we did not learn that Mario and Tondi had still been talking and sleeping together even after that whole reunion debacle.
What? Girl. Girl. Woo.
Yep, miss
So,
me. They had only been knowing each other for a couple of days when the friends came in.
so do y'all think that they was getting it in his house?
I didn't
Maybe.
see any chemistry between none of them.
Now that we know it's all fake, never mind. Now that we kind of confirmed that it's all fake and it's not just, us assuming, never mind. The internet ruined the show. We know production will be doing stuff that. But see, this is the thing. The internet didn't really ruin the show. The cast members ruined the show. Because nothing wrong with them, giving off a little bit of dirt. Oh, production. Oh, I don't like the way I'm being edited. That type of stuff, right? That's fine because that gives us conversation. But when it goes to the point where you telling them that we had a pact, we had a whole pact that we wasn't going, really mess with nobody else's girl, that's when it becomes too much. Oh, it wasn't really 8 weeks, it was 3 weeks. Like, come on now. That's when it becomes like, what's the point now? Y'all just gave away the whole show to us. There's no, suspicion of
we were
disbelief.
just there to film a TV show and promote our businesses.
Oh, you said the interviews. Yeah, Miss Me. It was definitely the interviews. It definitely was the interviews. I think next season, they're gonna have to buckle down and really. I think after watching everything expired, this year, I think they're gonna do better. I hope they do better.
Cause I even thought, honestly, it was sort of kind of odd that even Naya, after Chris went home, she was saying that he was going to help her with her podcast. And I'm like, so you made a business connection or a love connection? Which one was it? Was this a networking event? A 2-week networking event?
That's a good point because I didn't even when I went on like my little rant after that episode, I just couldn't understand why she would even think it was okay. But now that we getting all this to our attention, it's kind of like because of what they all was there for. That's why she thought it was okay.
Yeah. I ain't been knowing you like that.
And that's why they all get upset when somebody try to drag them because they like, we really not looking for love, y'all. Y'all know that this is just TV, right? But no, if that's the case, tell us it's scripted reality and then we can move on about our business.
This season was a whole mess. I still enjoyed it.
Me too.
I really thought it was going to be like a little bit more messier, as one of the commenters said, because they were all under the same roof. I figured maybe it would be like maybe to a certain extent a little bit more mess, because the 20-year-olds, the ones who's just coming into their adulthood, they're messy, but at the same time, when you get those older ones, you can get some really good drama. But we didn't get any of that.
We didn't really get no drama. We got more drama. I think, to be honest, we got more drama out of the actual tweets and stuff than we did from the show. Because if you think about it, even now that I'm thinking, most of my videos outside of the reviews was about all the drama outside of the show.
Right.
That's what kept us interested. I guess they knew that this season didn't have a lot of, oomph to it. So they was like, y'all go on the internet and run rampant.
That's probably what it was, because I would have really thought On would have stepped in and said, hey, y'all talking too much. Y'all telling too much of the show.
By now.
Yeah, say something for the reunion. Like, y'all are telling too much.
But Naya said that she was saying all that stuff because she had to keep us entertained, and her being eliminated was going to be the highest rating probably
Well, it was. I mean, I know I didn't forget it. That was probably the most memorable elimination.
Her boyfriend waiting for her.
Yeah. And as the last person said, that was the reason why the guys really weren't too interested in pursuing the women, especially when we look at Jay. He was never forward with anyone he dated. Even with his interest with Joy, we never saw him like being super duper forward. He was always chilled and laid back. Khalfani the same way. I would say the only one who was actually doing a whole lot of pursuing was maybe Rasheed.
Yeah. And Edwin.
Yeah, but that was about it. All the other guys were just like, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is at this point.
I got mine. Now you all pair off and get yours. It is that's not what this show is about. You're here to date.
Basically.
But hey.
I hope next season they don't do us like this. I mean, I could deal with some tweets and I could deal with some stuff, but just don't do us like this, okay? They gotta do better. Well, but thanks for coming over here and joining me over here, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, because y'all, you know, I'll be over here there in her chats.
I will do so. I think she's going live in a few, and I will hop over there. But you all have a wonderful evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, you guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Let me see how many thumbs up we got. Look at me sound like a real YouTube, y'all. Ooh, we fancy. 24 thumbs up. It is 95 people. Come on now. Okay. Let me get some thumbs up. Thumbs up video. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like, what's going on? Go ahead, Cliff. We here.
Chloe, I can't let you do that to the cast like that. I can't let you do that about them being in these streets. You know damn well what I'm talking about.
I had one interview and that was and I did not ask her nothing.
You set the standards. No. You in Hollywood set it off, and everybody else follows suit. Yeah, you Hollywood. They looked and saw. Listen, you in Hollywood jumped on your live, right?
Yeah.
So when they saw Hollywood, right? When they saw Hollywood was out there doing interviews, I guess everybody was like, "Yo, we could be in these streets." You set it off, and everybody else follows suit. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No.
You had Winter on here. Hold on, no. You had Winter.
Let me tell you one thing, Cliff. Hold on. Mute your mic because you echoing. Let me tell you one thing. Whenever Hollywood and Ashley and Tamika and all of them, when they first started jumping in my lives, because we always did put a ring on it live, we always was just talking. Ashley comes on the live every Monday, okay? She joins in. She talks in the comments every week. We just be talking, okay? So this is our normal. I don't know what you're talking about. I only interviewed one.
So what's the difference?
That one person was Winter. And that's because I was actually really enjoying Winter on the show. And I was like, I don't want to, that's the only person I didn't drag at the time. So I was like, let me go and talk to Winter.
Well, wait. Like I said, you had them in these streets. You had Winter here. You had Tamika here. You had Ashley here. And you had Hollywood. That's 4 people. Then Little Black Book, he another one. He was doing interviews. Y'all two, and a few other YouTubers. I can't think over the top of my head, but y'all had them out here. So you can't be like, yo, they out here talking. No.
We had them all out here.
They was on your platform too.
We was discreet over here, okay?
I understand now. He definitely did. He definitely did. But I'm looking at the person who set it off. You in Hollywood set it off.
Whatever.
Chloe, you know, videos are timestamped, right? You know, videos are timestamped. So we can go. I'm just saying.
Okay, Cliff, you got something to say about this show?
Yeah, I don't know if what's her name? Winter and I forgot the boy name. If they're gonna work. I don't feel like, and then I don't put it on him. I don't know if Winter really into him like that.
No.
I feel like he's the last one left, maybe. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's stuff we didn't see. But I just don't know if it's gonna work. But I think he's a cool dude.
No, I don't think it's gonna work.
What's your reason? Do you think it's more him, more her?
So I think that when it comes to Winter and Anthony, I feel like they just settled for each other because they was last one standing. I think Anthony decided to let Denise go after Khalfani came to him and say all that, they had their little moment or whatever on the bench. After he told her, after they had that conversation, he was just like, you know what, let me not even deal with it or whatever the case may be. So I think he just cut off Denise to stay out of the messiness and the drama, and to just stick it out with Winter, even though he kind of liked Winter. And the same thing when it comes to Winter. I think Winter was really actually feeling Jay. I think at one point I would have actually believed that she actually said she was feeling Edwin. But even though her and Anthony did connect in the beginning, I just don't feel like it was a real thing between them. I didn't see enough chemistry or connection between them two to say, oh, they make a really good couple. I really saw that coming. Never once did I see that coming. I mean, when we had to make predictions, it just seemed like it would fit because that's all that was left. You know?
Got you. Okay, another thing. Do you feel Joyce and Homeboy gonna be together when the reunion come?
Joy and Jay. So honestly, I mean, outside of everything we just found out, I think that Jay actually did find a connection with Joy. Yeah, Jay did find a connection with Joy. And I hope that at least that was real. I mean, even if they didn't come up there with the intention, I hope that it was. I mean, I hope they got that love out of it because he seemed like he was really, there for her and supporting her. Because I mean, for someone to lose their family member on a show and for them to, bow out and leave, I think it was sincere. I think he might actually had something for her. I will hope so. I don't know. But we'll have to find out at the reunion. Now, I do think Edwin was looking for love, though.
I agree. I think he was. So basically, you're not sure if any of these people going to be together when the reunion comes.
Mm-mm. I think the only people that might end up being together will be Joy and Jay. If anyone's left, it'll be Joy and Jay. Now, Khalfani, Adriana, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But I feel like for show, they might try to play it off. Winston and Anthony, I don't see that. I don't even see them trying to play it off. Like, I just don't. I'm just saying. But it looked like Brian had something to say to Alex. Did y'all see it, or was it David? It looked like David had something to say to Alex, but we didn't get to say, they cut it off in the preview. So I wonder what that was about. Because wasn't David and Alex kind of kicking it at one point?
Are you doing put a ring on it tomorrow?
We do put it every Monday. Well, now this is the last Monday, so yes, I'm ready for put a ring on it because we got to get into that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched. I was like, ugh. I've seen a few things with that one. I'm not really jacking. I'm not really sure about certain people's relationships, even though everybody stay together. Really? But we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about put a ring on it tomorrow. Alrighty, y'all. Anybody else got? Okay, bye, Cliff. Y'all, my family back now. They trying to be loud too. Milan, cut it out. All right. Do anybody else want to come up here and say anything before we get ready to wrap this up? I'll put it in there one more time. The floor is open. And if you want to come up, you can. If not, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up and we're going to talk about put a ring on it tomorrow. And I am going to post the video on Wednesday and Thursday on your comments from the review because I have to answer them because y'all funny in them comments. I just did it might have to be 2 parts because it's like 170 comments. So I'll figure out how I'm gonna do it, but I'll be posting them and responding to your comments for real, for real. But yeah, I guess that's all, you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight and having this conversation. We're gonna get into this preview conversation a little later on this week, but I'm excited. And the review is supposed to be the reunion is supposed to be 2 episodes. So I'm trying to figure out how we got a 2-part episode out of a 2-week show. I needed to make sense. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna figure it out. If you did not like this video, please like this video. And if you did not subscribe, please subscribe. I mean, like, what you waiting for? Until next time, you guys, I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Peace.